is going to be.
Зараз
I'll tell you
побачите
more about
спеціальну
that school
школу.
once you get to see it, and I'll tell you why it's so special. As soon as I get to it, or as soon as you can see it, which won't be too long now. Actually, you'll be able to see it here shortly, but then we're going to lose it again because we'll go down a little dip, and then we're going to lose it, and then we'll pick it up again. And then I'll tell you, because there it is up there on the right. That white building up there is that special school. But now we're going to a dip here. We're going to lose it. There we go. And now it'll start coming back again. There you can see the roof on it. And now you can see even further into it. Anyway, that is a special school over there. In that school is where the Amish teach the disabled Amish and the special needs Amish. Now in that school they're taught all the normal things all the other Amish are taught. Plus they're also taught how to take care of themselves and live on their own. And if they do not learn that, they will be taken care of by some member of their family for the remainder of their lives. Because the Amish are firm believers in taking care of family from cradle to grave. Now the kids that go to that school don't have to worry about getting there either. They're picked up every morning at their homes by the English and driven to this school. And when school's over at the end of the day, the English come back, pick them up, and drive them back home. Teacher in that school is going to be a young lady with an 8th grade education. But in that school, she has helpers. Because sometimes it takes more than one to help some of the disabled or special needs, depending upon what their problems and needs are. There's the school right there. Now their school ended a couple of weeks ago. They get out earlier than the English do. That's an Amish farm over there on the right. Down here on the left, that is English. This is still Amish land right here on the right. On the right, but it's going to, now on the right it's English. And on the left it's English also. Now we've got to go through this little section of English here, and then we'll get back to the Amish here shortly. But for right now, we have to go through all this English land. And as I said, we'll get more into Amish here in a little bit. But right now, right here on the right, this is English land also. But right there, they're growing corn right now. But whatever they grow here, they sell wholesale. They do not sell anything for the public. It's all sold out wholesale. Last year they had corn and soybeans. I'm not sure what the other crop will be this year. I see corn there. If you look right there, you can see they have gunsmithing here also. There's a sign for that. Over here on the left, that is an English home right there. But right next to it here on the left, that is Amish right there on the left as well. Now coming up down here is going to be the home I told you about, built by the Amish, for the Amish. It'll be a 2-story gray home. It was built a few years ago, but it's the same style home they would build today. And we're going to be able to see it here shortly on the right. Now this is a very busy road. I can't slow down much, so you'll be able to see it, but just for a little bit, or quite a ways. There it is right there on the right. That is the typically built Amish home. That was built a few years ago, but it's the same style they build today. Right there. Now the next thing we're going to see on this road is
Придержується
going to be
одної
that
того
turkey
самого
farm.
стайла.
Now that turkey farm
будинків.
was started back in the 1850s by the Esprit family. It is still in operation today. It's still owned and operated by the Esprit family, and they are Mennonite. And that's an Amish home right there on the right. And after this farm, you'll be able to see the turkey farm. And that farm is Amish owned. After the farm, if you look ahead of us on the right, you'll see a long building with other buildings around it. There it is right up there. That is the turkey farm. Now, I've had turkeys from there for the last 4 years. And believe me, they are very delicious. Coming up here, you'll see the sign for it. They did put a sign up. There it is. Esprit Shades Turkey Farm, America's oldest. Now you can see it real well there on the right. Over here on the left is an Amish farm. And coming up down here on the right are going to be 3 English homes. Down there on the left, that's another Amish farm. Now coming up down here on the left is going to be another older home. You'll see it after we get past these trees up here. It'll be a 2-story brick home. There you go. go. You can see it right there. That home at one time was heated by only 9 fireplaces. Today it is Amish owned, and the Amish farm the land around it. And here we go. We're going to turn right here. This is another Amish farm here. There we go. All right, this is an Amish farm here. There's the house over on the left, milk house over on the right, Harry's house on the left, barn right, barn left. And after this barn, if you look behind it, you'll see a green wagon, a barrel on wheels. That's the honey wagon. Down here on the left is the Strasburg Railroad. Strasburg Railroad operates the oldest steam engine in the country.
Коротше, для американців дуже дико обрискувати коров'ячим калом.
If you stayed in this motel, you would sleep in the caboose. The caboose is the hotel room.
Ой-ой-ой. Коротше. Хочете переспати як цигани, то приїжджайте. Я далі не перевожу.
That farm down there on the right, that's an Amish farm. When they're open, if you stop by there, they would show you how they built and how they farm. Down below it is the little country store and the miniature horse farm. They raise miniature horses and llamas. They have a little store we can buy odds and ends.
Коротше, це дуже роботящі люди, я вам скажу.
But down here on the second floor there, they had a wood shop at one time. Now that is closed. And you see they have corn here on the left. And coming up here is another Amish home, right here on the right. Didn't start out Amish, but it is Amish today. There it is right there. That's another Amish home on the right. Now over here on the left, there's a tree out there all by itself. See the tree there all by its lonesome? That's a very important tree. I'll be able to tell you what's important
Оце ви бачите, сюди кал, коротше. О, і так підобряють. Ну, коротше, для американців це дуже дико. А для нас, хоч ми із города, нічого дикого немає. Нормально, ми розуміємо.
What makes that tree so important? That tree is a border tree. All the land to the right of that tree is English land. All the land to the left is Amish land. They don't have a fence, but they have that tree.
Коротше, я вам не все показую, ті, що будете розуміти по-англійськи.
An Amish farm is anywhere from 30 to 60 acres.
Ого,
But
до
as you know,
30,
there's exceptions to everything.
нічого собі, 30 до 60 акрів, вау,
And in
це
just a
дуже
moment, I
багато
can show you
ферми.
the exception. As soon as I make this turn. All right, here
І
we
щоб
go.
земля, коротше, якось
Now, you look
дуже
directly up
родила,
here in
треба
front of us to the
садити,
left. That
ви знаєте,
farm
то
up there
кукурузу,
is the exception.
то
That farm is
це,
over 100
то
acres.
траву, то кукурузу травою
It is
міняють.
also Amish owned. But luckily the Amishman has lots of sons that help him run that farm. When we get up here you can see his corn crib. You'll see it's just about full. He's used a few of it, but not many. Also, look at all the equipment he has. You'll see it all has metal wheels. And there he is with his animals.
Бачите,
They go
от
back
тобі
in.
металеве, це його все.
They'll have a garden on the
Все,
left
бачите,
and on the right.
металеве, це його, він не
On the left,
позичає.
there's the house right there. Behind it is the carriage house. Now, there's a couple of other interesting things to see on this road. On this road, there are no English whatsoever. Everything on this road is Amish owned. So, I won't have to tell you they're Amish because you'll know. Everything on this road belongs to the Amish. And here's a farm coming up here on the right. She has her laundry in finally. There's something after that farm I want to go over with you though. If you look to your right over there, you're going to see 3 houses. They're all built together. See, there's 3 houses. Each one of those homes is an independent home on its own. But they are all built together. And there is a passageway going through each home into the other. So you can go by all 3, you can go through all 3 homes without ever going outside. But living in those homes, the one on the right is probably the young couple. The one in the middle is probably going to be their parents. And the one to the left would be the grandparents' home or the Dottie home. Living over there in those homes is probably 3 generations of one family.
Ну, щось по-українськи. Може, три generation, тобто 3 покоління жити в одному
When the
хаті.
Amish
Тобто,
get up in age and
ну,
unable to take care of themselves,
батьки, баби,
someone
діди
in
і
the
внуки.
family must and will look out for them with no problem. The Amish are firm believers in taking care of family from cradle to grave.
Вони молодці, що, коротше, вони дбають за своїми старичками, коротше, за дітьми, за
Coming
всіма.
up down here on the left, at this building here, you're gonna look like a trailer coming out.
Коротше, ніхто не здає в старчий будинок.
Right there on the left, that's a freezer. And it's ran by propane gas. And the Amish rent space out to other Amish there, so they can put some of their frozen foods in there. Now coming up down here on the left is going to be another older school. Now this school was built in the 1880s.
Ого.
To be exact, it's 1886.
1806 році школа.
And it remained an English school till the 1950s. In the 1950s,
1950-х років була американська школа, а потім
the English built the bigger schools. Well, when they built the bigger schools, they abandoned the one-room schoolhouses. Here it is right
ото
here.
школа, бачите, школа яка. От, гляньте.
In 1972, the Supreme Court ruled that the Amish could run their own schools.
Ага.
Well, in 72, when they
Государство
got
дає
that
їм,
right
щоб
at
вони,
that time,
коротше,
they had
мали
no
свої школи.
schools. But when they went through the county, they found all the one-room schoolhouses were vacant. So the Amish bought them up, fixed them up, and now they are all Amish schools. Coming up here on the right, we have another Amish home and a business. You look right here, see, he sharpens lawnmowers. His lawnmower sharpening it. Here's another Amish business coming up right here. Right here on the right, that's the harness shop. They make and sell harnesses here, and that is Amish owned. And over, oh, they're waiting that, wow, naming up the horse. Over on the left, there's another Amish business. Washing the horse. Now, right here, if you look straight ahead, you'll see a greenhouse over there. That greenhouse was bought by the Amish. First thing the Amishman did was enlarge the greenhouse. He also raised goats over there for the goat milk and the goat cheese. And coming up down here on the left, see that sand-colored building? That is Sight and Sound. Sight and Sound does biblical plays.
Так, біблійське місце, це там, бачите? Да-да, Мойсея, коротше, будуть розкази, це дуже цікаво, це великий, самий великий, дуже цікавий, взагалі. Християнський. До за Мойсея, коротше, дуже дослівно будуть. Окей. Ось він. Подивитися, коротше, дуже цікаве місце є, дуже глибоко, ну, об'яснюють дуже сильно по-біблійськи, коротше, ну, то побачимо.
Now we have to wait for the light.